How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another Nintendo Switch gameplay video. So today on the channel, we're taking a look at a game called Fight Crab for the Nintendo Switch. Is this game worth your hard-earned money? That's what we're going to figure out in this video. But before we get started, make sure to smash that subscribe button with bell notifications turned on. That way you can get notified when I post a new Nintendo Switch gameplay video. But without further ado, let's get into a little gameplay of Fight Crab for the Nintendo Switch. Let's go! Alright guys, so as you can see here, there are a few different options for Fight Crab. You obviously have campaign with 4 different slots. I played a little over 16 minutes. There is a versus mode for online and local play, and then some different options for sound effects and your music volume, vibration on or off, and then also there is motion controls in this game, which I turned off because I am using a Pro Controller, and then some video options here. Now, getting into the campaign here, we're going to start up where I left off. Now, just going into the game, there is 7 different stages of the tutorial that you'll have to go through, but I went through that and did a couple matches, so we're going to skip right through that, the tutorial and stuff like this, and I'm just going to show you some basic settings right into the secondary menu. So now you can buy, once you earn your money or crab coins or whatever you want to call it, you can buy different weapons to hold in your claws. Then you can sell some stuff that you don't want anymore. There's leveling up options for strength, resistance, so it's good to hit those and level them up, and then use your coins for that as well. So and then equipment. So in equipment, you can change between which crustacean you want to use. Now, there are about 20 different crustaceans that you can choose from, and same thing, you use your coins to buy the different crabs or lobsters or what have you, and then you set the weapon in which claw you want, the right claw, left claw, so on and so forth. So now let's just get into a fight here. Like you can see here, there are 7 different stages for the tutorial, and then going into the different levels, you know, there's like waves of enemies that come in, or waves of a single enemy that comes in to try to destroy you. So one of the stages that I had started and left off on after part 1 was this Krabby walk in fire. So we'll go ahead and we'll just continue here, and I'll show you guys and talk about the control mechanics going forward. Now, that's one thing I don't like about the game is the controls. Now, you move left and right and back with the D-pad, and then you're using your ZL and ZR to swing your weapons, and then you use the thumbsticks to move your weapon up, down, left, right, and all around, which is kind of chaotic to me. I don't know. I don't really care for it. I wish they would have done it just a little bit different, but the purpose of the game is to knock these crabs over on their backs, and then there is a counter that will start, and it'll go from 1 to 3, and then that crustacean is out and you win, and then you take on the next crustacean. Now, just talking about the controls a little bit more, you use your left button and right button to pinch. Use your pinchers to grab things, so you can grab things in the environment. Like, see, I have my left claw. It has nothing in it because he knocked it out of my my claw there. So now I can grab other stuff, and then you can also use your claws for like this electrical zap thing. I don't even know what that's all about, but you can actually grab the weapon away from the opponent as well. And if you hold down the left and right, then it does a blocking technique to block in any incoming projectile and or weapon. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really care for the controls all that much. Like I said, it's a little confusing and just a little chaotic. Now, as you can see here on the screen, it says hyper mode. If you hit the minus sign, your crab or lobster turns totally berserk and you go crazy and you're a little bit more powerful, and it's a little bit easier to take out the crustacean. Probably don't want to fall off this table, but yeah, and then also you could ignite like this yourself, I guess, and it sends out this explosion and makes your opponent a little bit weaker. But as you can see on your opponent, there is a gauge, and the gauge is going up in percentage, and the higher the number, the weaker you are. So now I got to get back up because I'm on my back and he's going to knock me out. So I lose. That's how it is. So I got weak. I was at 172%. I got weak. He knocked me over. Now you can add in an assistance if you want to, which would be another crab. Let's just do it. I'll show you guys for the purpose of the video. But you can add in another crab, another lobster to help you take out your opponent. Now, like I said, the controls are not intuitive. There's nothing really to it. It's really chaotic and weird. So I don't really care for that. So now the graphics aren't too bad, really. I kind of like the graphics in a way. I like the art style of this. I like the way that things look in the environments. But again, even with the graphics and the elements and the environment is kind of just chaotic. One of the levels you're in like this, I think it's like a church or something, but there's all this stuff just flying around everywhere. Now, I can see how this game is, you know, it's kind of just, it's meant to be chaotic and weird. Like, that's the whole purpose of this game, right? And it's, you know, my little kids, they played it and they were laughing when they were playing it. So, I mean, I get it. You know, I get that this game is kind of just, it's not trying to take itself too serious, is what I'm saying. Now, there is no story in this game. You're just straight up gonna pick your crustacean, gonna pick your, I'm taking out my own guy here. I gotta, oh no, wait, I'm taking on two guys now. You know, you're picking your crustacean, you're picking your weapons, and that's it. You're going for it. You know, it's a full-on crab fighting game. Now, guys, do I recommend Fight Crab for the Nintendo Switch? Now, to be honest with you, it's kind of a mixed bag for me because I kind of like brainless games every once in a while where I just pick up a controller and just go for it and just, you know, have a little bit of fun. I don't have to overthink things. You know, you guys have heard some of my other reviews where it's fun to play arcadey style games where I'm not having to overthink, and it's just a pick up and play type deal. This game, I think, falls short of that because of the controls. It's hard for me to look past that. Now, using motion controls might be a different story, but there's just too much chaos going on screen with the elements in the game, the objects in the game, and then the way that your claws move. And in order to flip over your crab, it just doesn't, there feels like something's missing there. So at this time, I cannot recommend this game. Now, this game is available right now on the Nintendo eShop and on Steam for $19.99. And that's why I can't recommend it. Maybe if it goes on sale for, you know, maybe $9.99, then it might be a little bit of a different story. But it's hard for me to recommend this for $19.99 when there's so many control mechanics that just feel completely off. Now, like I said before, the graphics are okay. They're not that bad, actually. The environments look pretty good. And the music isn't, you know, it's nothing special, but it kind of fits the game in a way. But I think this game is not trying to be too serious. And that's okay sometimes. You know, sometimes those are the best. Sometimes those are fun. So you guys might like this kind of game. You might think it's fun or yet somewhat hilarious to play this game. Me, on the other hand, it's not for me, and I can't recommend it right now. Like I said, if it goes on sale, then maybe that's a different story. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this first impressions video of Fight Crab for the Nintendo Switch. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button with bell notifications turned on. That way you can get notified when I post a new video. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.